It hasn't been on?
There we go.
Oh my God, that was such gold. I was pre-show doing my classic radio play. Mr. Weinstein, Mr. Weinstein, your client is here. It's 3:00.
Send him in.
Come in. What?
Wait,
I'm knocking.
You took my part. Come in.
Hello, Mr. Weinstein.
Yes. Who are you?
Mr. Weinstein, you are a Jew. Am I correct?
I'm a what?
Jew. Mr. Weinstein.
I've seen this play before, and it doesn't end well.
Mr. Weinstein, I saw your ad in the paper. And why am I English?
I don't know.
Mr. Weinstein.
You came to my office.
Oh, Mr. Weinstein. How's that?
Sure.
Even your dog, I've made Lucky, who is a girl. You never told me that.
Oh, Jesus.
Lucky's a girl.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
And she came with the name.
Before we go any further, I have to tell you that my wife's, so I could blame her, and it is her fault that I'm late because she was supposed to wake me up from my nap, and she didn't.
You had to stop to catch the bus that you just threw her under?
Now that would hurt if it wasn't true. We've talked about that. Have we talked about that on the podcast where I throw her under the bus constantly?
I think the listeners have gleaned it if we haven't talked about it.
Oh, yeah. It's just like, my wife did this, and therefore, if any social situation we enter, my attitude is, look, if anything bad's going to happen, please let it happen to my wife. Is that the opposite of chivalrous?
I don't know. That's why they throw in the better or worse and all that shit in the vows.
They don't do a optometry thing in the vows, do they?
They don't.
Is it better like married or better like this? What is the better or worse?
For rich or for poor, for better or worse.
Why do they have to say rich? Oh, because you might.
Right,
that's what you might want to.
That's the really obvious one, actually.
No kidding.
Right.
Hey, wait a second. Why would you leave for richer or poorer? Right. I don't know. I don't understand the vows, and I refuse to say them. So I have something. So I walked over. It's getting scary. I can't walk here anymore.
Why is that?
This is an actual pre-note. I have things to ask you too.
Okay.
I know you've been out of town.
I have.
Josh, out of town.
Okay.
And I know you were in Minneapolis.
I was.
So pretty soon I'm going to go, so Josh.
Yes?
How was Minneapolis? Not now.
Okay.
How was Minneapolis?
I'll wait.
But it's going to be like, a lot of times I worry, what's the show going to be like? This show is going to write itself.
I think it, yes, as opposed to the massive rewrites that the usual show goes through.
So, Mr. Weinstein? Mr. Weinstein?
Get out of my office.
How dare you? Let me write a prescription for you. Take this to my pharmacist. This is going to be the new Michael Winslow. The new Michael Winslow. Why don't people like my references? Or no, why don't people get my references?
It's the first step in liking them, generally.
Step one, comprehending the reference. It's unbelievable. All of a sudden, I'm like Walter Houston here. Anything? John Houston? Anything? Walter Brennan? Anyone? Uncle Walter? Now, Josh.
Yes.
I have some bad news for you, Josh.
Uh-oh.
Not fake bad news.
Uh-oh.
Podcast bad news.
Even worse.
That house across the street it makes your whole life look like garbage. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It has if this house, the guy said, hey, give me melodrama. He's got he's got like shades going against. It's a beautiful, and the orange glow is Halloweeny.
Yeah.
And what are you doing?
I'm thinking about strategies to turn off my lights by 7.
You got a half pumpkin out there made out of.
No, that's.
You told me you got a discount pumpkin.
Yeah.
To save money. But that house is pretty impressive, and I think he or she is doing it to make everyone look bad.
Yeah, I can live with that.
It's very scary how many.
Anytime you do anything to make your home look better, it makes me look bad.
But your house has curb appeal. I'd like to see someone take it to the curb. Thank you.
All right.
I was actually going to pause longer if I could. The other thing is, it's scary to walk here now. And now I know why. If people say, "Have you been doing your show for longer than a year?"
Yeah.
I say no.
No.
Because I don't remember doing it.
In the dark
It's
October
a dark
night.
It's so cold.
The
It was
slivery
like it's like
moon.
down to 90 a night. So cold with the elements.
Yes.
And there's all
Santa Ana winds blowing hot from the north.
and now it's just like it's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
Maybe
what
I
could
shouldn't.
happen?
Maybe I shouldn't play craps on the way over here.
So
but
what's,
that game.
So
is,
Uber? You're going to Uber now?
no, I have to walk. It's the only exercise I do, and the doctor says it's very important for me to convince myself that walking 4 blocks is exercise
All right.
for my recovery.
Sure.
But it's dark now, and first of all, I can't walk anymore. I can't walk and text everybody and download Spotify.
Yeah. That's a young people's game.
It's a young people's game. How am I? And I couldn't think of any more activities I would be doing on the phone
No. While walking.
while walking.
You could monitor your steps.
That's unbelievable. That is the greatest thing that's ever been invented, and yet it makes me want to cry.
Yeah.
Because it means nothing.
True enough.
Oh, 35 steps. Boom. And you don't even have to do anything. And the iPhone, or maybe your Samsung, I don't care what system you're on, but it will tell you how many steps you've taken.
Yes.
And why do I want to know that?
I don't know.
Oh, but you're the one who's the big exercise fanatic.
Exactly. I have to wake up tomorrow and do it.
How many scripts have you wrote or I wrote that opens up with open on entering into gym? Hey, Phillips, are the machines ready? See, I couldn't even write a Columbo. I couldn't even write a Columbo. I could not write that Columbo I love where the guy is killed while he's on his exercise bike.
Just one more thing, ma'am. I'm wondering about the dumbbell. Why was it up the man's ass?
Ma'am, why does the dumbbell... one more thing, ma'am. One more thing. First of all, my wife's going to love it. You're the chef guy. The chef guy. One more thing, ma'am. Why is a piece of the dead guy's arm sticking out of the dumbbell? I saw a very funny Halloween thing. I tweeted part of it, but I didn't want to tweet the whole thing because you could see the woman's license plate.
Yeah.
But I've never been subject to this trick, and it worked. Not only did it work after I realized what it was. I scared myself 10 seconds later. It's like a hand and a foot sticking out of a trunk.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, is this classic Minneapolis?
I've seen it.
This is where I know I didn't grow up in the Midwest.
I know,
or
but
wherever.
no. You forget I worked on America's Funniest Home Videos. I've seen anything that can happen.
What could happen with that one?
I'm just saying. I've seen that.
Okay, you see that one, and then the cop. Remember that funny one where it was African American near a car, and they shot him, not knowing it was a.
No, keep going.
I don't mean to laugh, and I'm not laughing, but
You're kinda laughing.
something. I would not. I don't even want national anthems anymore. That's how much racism there is in the world now. I don't even want them. I don't want to kneel. I mean, I want to kneel,
Yeah.
but I don't think we should ever have them again. Well, what's the point of it? You heard me. This is the new. I'm going to try and sell our show to one of those political. Is there a political network?
I hope not.
Do you know KXLU?
No, I don't.
It's a local station. James Adomian was doing a very funny bit about it.
Okay, but I still don't know it.
How could you not know it though? You're from the area.
Oh, okay.
And it's like he says. I guess it's
Sorry,
like
I don't push scan enough.
maybe it's a public radio thing.
Okay.
He says the only station every time he tunes in, he hears. He doesn't hear. They never have dialogue going. Something's always going wrong at the station.
Yeah.
Why am I doing other people's material?
I don't know.
What's the point of it?
I don't know.
Now, Josh, welcome home.
Thank you, my friend.
When did you get home?
I got home last night.
And you always, the thing I love to set up Josh in an impossible way now. What people don't know about you is that you are the greatest storyteller about things that have happened to you at the airport. Wacky things, funny things. You can make a meal out of just how you went to the airport, and people will be dying when they hear it. Now, tell me one of those stories. What happened that was hilarious at the airport this weekend?
I got lost returning my rental car. I'm kidding.
See, that's not funny. That's not funny. I asked you to not bring that up anymore because of that was one of our big fights.
If you saw it that way, then I think we're doing pretty well. If that was our big fight, then I think
it can't be because I
this
literally
friendship is on track, my friend.
I literally forgot the topic.
I did have Tommy Chong was on my flight sitting right in front of me.
Going to or returning?
Coming back from Minneapolis.
What was he doing in Minneapolis?
He was playing casinos in Iowa and South Dakota.
And so if you don't think that Tommy Chong has a glamorous lifestyle.
Well, I was playing a club, so I couldn't exactly go, hey,
no, we're on
face,
a very,
Chong.
We're in a very superior circuit. He's doing the rooms that Kathy Griffin does. I don't know why I said that. But I do it. My friend who produces the Showbiz, you know Showbiz?
I don't.
It's Showbiz Studios.
I don't know. So.
He's the one who reminds me of this joke I used to do about Kathy Griffin, where she says she's on the D list. Really, Kathy? Don't sell yourself long. I haven't done that in the show.
I mouthed it along with you.
Why would you mouth it?
I didn't say it. I mouthed it.
We're on radio. I can tell.
Well, okay. That's
Don't
true.
tell these nice people that you haven't done the song we prepared. Let's do more bits. Like, I mean,
we
a lot
did the guy
emails.
in the office thing earlier. That was pretty strong.
Mr. Weinstein?
Yes, come in.
Please, look at this piece of paper, Mr. Weinstein.
Let me take a look at that. Hamauga! I can't believe this.
Oh, that is you're going to do why am I taking the paper back? I don't want it back.
I don't know.
I'll get somebody on the horn for me. All right, this is terrible.
We're done.
I know for a fact that you're going to.
I said good day, sir.
I know you're going to try and cut this out, too.
No.
When this is the best part. This is the meat.
Why would I cut that out?
I know you're not going to because there'll be so many other dead spots.
Last week was probably the least edited show we've had in a long time because I was on the road and didn't care all that much.
Oh, I can't see how you do it at all.
I think that's why all the bestiality stuff stayed in.
First of all, the bestiality stuff has made me more open to bestiality. Is that wrong?
Yes, it is.
Let me get this straight, Josh. If I'm walking down the street
Yes.
and I see it could be a stray dog, it could be a feral cat,
Yeah.
and you're saying that I fall in love and I have physical sex with tell me are you going to do what's next to me? Is that what's next?
Wow. You want that?
No, only because like every bit I try to improv on, I didn't have enough much to go. Bestiality.
There's not a lot of meat on that bone, so to speak.
Well, if you were against bestiality, right?
Yeah, which I am in general. Really.
Yeah. He's still. Josh is going to have to make an affidavit if you're against bestiality, see, if you say bestiality, what's next? Now that's a strong argument.
Right. It depends where the slippery slope starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say you hump every inanimate object? What's next?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
You don't really?
With the inanimate humping, no. As long as they're consenting inanimate objects.
I heard you broke up with your love seat in high school.
Oh?
So you just got back from town.
I did.
And then when did you go to
town.
Minneapolis? It doesn't matter when this show is. They're hearing it. Nobody listens to this for linear understanding.
Right. It's not a companion to the news.
It's not the Writer's Almanac.
Yeah.
150 years ago today, Oscar Longfellow wrote his poem.
Damn my brother.
Wrote the famous poem, I'm a poet, but I do not know it, but my feet know it because they're Longfellow. I just love the idea of someone coming up with a fake Writer's Almanac based on bad expressions. 100 years ago today, Bobby Longfellow was... Nobody knows what I'm talking about. If you ever listen to NPR, he might still be doing the Writer's Almanac, which was the only thing I really loved that he did.
Yeah. Well, at least there was something.
Why was there... his show's still going on.
Let's not get into this again.
Okay, we did that already? Yeah. No, but I read something recently about it, and I realized it was boring. So now, when you went to Chicago...
I didn't.
Okay, so you went to Minneapolis instead.
Yes.
And you got there what day? Last Monday?
Last Monday.
Now, why did you go there a day early? Family stuff, right?
Yeah, I like to have dinner with my brother.
Your brother? Please introduce him again to the...
My brother, Chad, and he says thank you for the Fruit of the Month Club membership he sent him.
That's a good double joke, because that joke is from Raymond that he's probably referencing. No?
No, it was my joke, and I wasn't thinking about Raymond.
Oh,
he didn't actually thank you for that.
I thought you were making. I just figured that your brother spent most of his time working on jokes that would relate to stuff I've been involved with.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that, 60%, maybe.
I'm always 3 seconds. I've been doing comedy for 40 to 50 years.
Yeah.
And I'm always 3 seconds away from feeling like it's the most unnatural thing I could be doing.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the way I do it.
Well,
without
the way
comedy.
you do it is fairly unnatural. There's no real reason it works, and yet,
So you got there last night?
Here we are.
Now, did you stay in? I forgot. You didn't stay with your brother, right?
No, I stay in a hotel. The same in the divorce.
Oh, now you
I
always
stay in
do
the
that.
divorce simulator.
We can't say the name
No.
because we don't want them to get any business.
Yeah, but the two things about this trip for me that were unusual. I went with Joel, which was super fun.
Joel Madison.
For
those of you who don't follow the show, which is who does follow the show?
Who would follow this show?
Joel Madison is one of our dear friends,
Yes.
Josh.
And I dragged him out of semi-retirement to come MC this past week.
Is that the way you introduced him?
I didn't introduce him. He introduced me. But no, it was really, really fun. And it took a couple nights, and then now he's got 10 minutes.
How did he do though?
He did great. It
good.
was really fun to watch how incredibly nervous he was. Virtually every show.
Oh, he wasn't not even. He wasn't middling. He was opening?
No, he was opening. Yeah, he was just doing 10 or 15.
That would be better.
Yeah.
For me, I'm talking about if I hadn't done comedy.
Now I'm giving him the carrot to come back and feature now. Do the 30 minutes, but
what are you offering? What's the carrot?
I'm offering
part of
the
it?
time, the stage time.
Is it big bucks for him?
But no, Lewis Lee, the owner of the club, was thrilled that he was having fun and said he could come. But if he wants to middle, he can come do that. When
Does
he's
he
ready.
remember Joel from the old days?
Yeah, Joel was literally in the very first show Lewis ever saw in America.
Oh my God!
When
And that
he
was a
immigrated
that was a
here.
sex show, right?
Yes, it was a donkey show. But
He yells about me with bestiality, and yet he seems to know every example of it.
yes, but I use it as an example of something wrong, Andy. There's a difference.
This is bad. This is on the don't do column.
Yes.
Well, Joel Madison, I know we've mentioned him before, but I don't know.
And we did if you want to listen to the No Laugh Track podcast, there's Joel and I are on it talking about.
Who's the No Laugh? Is that your?
That's the Acme podcast.
Oh, how'd that
we
go?
did. It went great.
Did you? Because I thought what I was hoping you would do would say, "I'm not doing this. I have my own podcast to plug now.
No.
I can't just do this."
I plugged our podcast on it. It was,
Right.
It worked well.
But you didn't refuse to do it because I wasn't with you.
I'm not in a position to refuse much, Andy. I'm really not. But I brought Joel along to all the interviews just because, I've done all the interviews so many times that they didn't need to hear my story again.
Did you go to see Tom Bernard?
I did a couple times, both on radio and pod radio.
And did you go to dinner with him?
No.
Damn it.
I went to dinner with Lewis.
Louis.
Yes.
I wish I could move to Minneapolis.
Dinner's hard. I don't like eating before the show. So.
I have come to, I've always known this, that I don't like to eat that much, but I have to eat constantly every 3 hours like a, what do they call them?
Dog.
No, it's not a dog, raccoon. I don't know, but I get very tired if I don't eat. I get sick.
I had a great time. I officially feel like, all right, I want to go on the road again now. I forgot.
That is really good.
I really feel like,
because after working with me, you feel downcast.
Yeah, no, I wanted to slit my throat, but now without you, it was so much better.
Those kind of things you don't think are hurtful, but I'm taking inventory.
I kind of thought they were hurtful, just tiny bits.
Now, when
1,000 cuts is my plan.
Now is that Shakespeare? 1,000 cuts. May 1,000 cuts.
It's death by 1,000 cuts.
May death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or is that Karnak? No.
May a pregnant yak kill you with 1,000 cuts.
May a weird holy man say something embarrassing to you. So, did you sell out every show? I'm only start asking you embarrassing questions that I know the answers to.
Yes.
So you sold out every show, right?
I sold out my integrity every show.
Do you still have that bit where you have someone from the audience come up and put their hands through you, and then you say, "Oh, my crotch is itchy." I love that bit.
Yeah. Well, yes. I'm trying to phase it out, but it's such a crowd pleaser that.
Do you have that bit where you go, "My regular comedy partner couldn't make it here tonight," and then someone from the audience comes up and does something? It sounds like something I've done.
Yeah.
And what restaurants?
I stole your "Why aren't you laughing?" bit. I hope you don't mind.
Why am I doing so poorly, Chunk? I hope you didn't get into that.
I did, for sure.
Did you see?
But it was homage.
Ooh. Did you see
I did. I do have to say, I brought MyPillow Guy heavy from the show
you have
to
to.
the stage.
You have to.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
MyPillow Guy was a big hit.
Do you know?
Because it's his home state of Minnesota.
Does he? Is he live in Minneapolis or does he live in St. Paul?
I don't know where he lives.
That guy must be so much fun to hang out with, though. Can you imagine meeting him? Have you had the pleasure of meeting him?
I never have.
And have you seen the commercial where he looks into the other person's apartment?
Yes.
And so you know what happens?
I call it home invasion marketing.
He goes into this bedroom with these two people.
Your pillow is shit. Your pillow is shit, too. Down pillows make your head go down. Memory foam makes you lose your memory. It's like Alzheimer's in a bag.
Oh.
I spent 2 years developing MyPillow. Granted, there was a fair amount of drinking involved. I probably could have done it in an afternoon.
I probably could have done it without an afternoon because there's no technology involved.
But I was talking about how it's less fun to be from Minnesota now that Prince is dead. You know,
that is true.
You know, because it used to be you go from Minnesota and someone would go Prince, you know,
and
then you go, yeah, you know, we're all kind of like that. Yeah. But now, you know, our biggest ambassador is MyPillow Guy.
That is the worst thing I've ever heard you say.
It's a huge downgrade, isn't it?
He's not your ambassador.
He's from the home state of Minnesota, and he's machine worshipable.
Oh, what kind? Where do you now? How are you sleeping? Bed of nails? Oh, let me tell you what the problem is with that.
Bed of nails poke holes in your theory of sleep.
I hope you bought enough Band-Aids. No, we are 3 minutes away, folks, from my sleep number bed, Chuck. Okay. 3 minutes away from my sleep number bed.
Boom, boom. Please take your seats. Boom,
please either depart.
3 minutes till the sleep number chunk. Boom, boom.
If you don't have a ticket for the humor vessel, please debark. Is it debark?
It's disembark, maybe?
Disembark.
Yeah. Debark is a mean thing you do to dogs.
Did you see Old Friends there? Did you have did anything happen this last week that made you feel this is poignant? This is my hometown and I feel poignant. And what does poignant mean?
I don't know what you're going for there, but yes, I saw plenty of people and
I'm not going for anything. This isn't an interrogation.
Some old friends, some newer friends along the way.
You really don't like
Pete
to be grilled.
Pete Lee came to town, did a guest set.
Oh.
Cy Amundsen did a guest set.
I love him.
Yeah.
Yes.
And do you know Cy? C is what you're supposed to say.
Oh, you're doing the. Why am I the guy now who says what you're doing? Oh, you're doing the old.
Because you're the guy who says what you're doing
all the time,
That's
right?
Your thing.
Why am I the guy who said? Why am I the guy who just asked? Why am I the guy?
I don't know. No one knows why you're the guy that does the guy thing.
But I'm also a go-to guy.
You are. It's true.
Now, I wanted to ask you something.
Yes, I'd love to answer.
Of the two, I don't know how many songs there are named Deja Vu.
Yeah.
Right? But of the two...
You already asked me that. You just asked me that.
Really? It feels like this happened before. We've been mixed nuts. I've been cashew.
I'm peanut.
I'm Filbert.
and I'm a woozle.
I'm Filbert. Now you made me forget what were you saying? And I actually did forget what you were saying. I asked you a question.
Deja Vu. Song Deja Vu.
Yes. Which ones do you like of the two most popular ones? Do you like the one that goes, Deja Vu? Yeah, ba-da-boop, 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 boop, boop. Or do you like the one that I think tries to simulate the experience? If I haven't been here before, and so it makes you feel like, oh, what's happening? Am I forgetting things? Which do you think? The one that hits it more on the head? Or the one that's kind of jazzy?
I like the Crosby, Stills and Nash. And
even though it's kind of like hey, who is that lady? Have I met her in a previous life?
Yeah, that one definitely better.
Well, I like Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young in general better than I like. What's my other choice?
I don't know.
Deja Vu. Is that Sade? No, you want to think it's Sade.
I don't want to think about it at all. Really, you're forcing it on me.
But that sounds like I don't know. I'm open to a deja vu contest on the show. Has anyone written to us? I haven't read one. I feel very bad about my participation level on the podcast, although today, I don't know if you noticed it today, I came up with my own tweet.
To promote the podcast?
Yes.
That was fantastic, yes. You're a real help.
And I love the way I think I've done something if I've done anything to promote myself. I'm going to be in Seattle this weekend. When is this coming out? We don't know. I'm going to be in Seattle Friday night doing 2
you
shows.
should have told us last episode, but that's good.
Well, how would I have known? Yeah, I didn't even remember I was going there.
Well, see, that's the thing.
So you know what?
It's on you. I'm not.
No. What you should do is edit it in on
last week's show, the one that launched already.
So we drop on Monday, right?
Yes, we drop on Monday.
What? That's what they say in the biz.
Yeah.
That's what they.
Where are you doing in Seattle?
It's the old Laughs Unlimited.
Yeah.
That's not what it is it?
The old haunted Laughs Unlimited.
It's Laughs.
Yeah.
In the University District. But then, no, it was Giggles, the old Giggles.
Oh, okay.
That's where I'm playing. What voice is this? I like my new voice.
Yeah?
You want to hear my new joke I wrote today, Josh? Is I only, when I roll joints, I only roll them on album covers. You know why?
Why is that?
I'm into vinyl. Sound quality.
No, it's good. It didn't hit me hard, originally, but then I went, ooh, this is awkward, so I laughed.
I have vinyl seats in my car. You should hear the frequency response. That's better, right?
Yeah, if you're a stereo salesman from 1977.
I am.
I know.
No, not 77. I think I was in the mid-'80s.
Okay, sorry.
Stop making me older than I am.
Sorry, I didn't mean to round up.
And of course, you know what I used to demo, right?
I'm going to go with Steely Dan, Asia.
No. What a beautiful world this will be. Da da bow 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 bow.
Bodhisattva, Bodhisattva.
What is that one from? Is that another Steely Dan?
Yeah, it's Bodhisattva.
They don't sing. There's nobody in Steely Dan who sings like Bodhisattva, Bodhisattva.
Okay, look it up, and you will eat your words, my friend.
Sing me one more line from that. That sounds like that. Bodhisattva. You're doing Van Morrison from Astro Weeks. That I believe.
Okay, fine. Then I'll go with that. If it'll get us moving on.
Well, Josh, I got to tell you something. You said before the podcast that we just keep trying to have a fight, and I'm trying to do it, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, I'm a pick your fights kind of guy, so you're going to have to do a little better.
You're out of...
Is that what they sounded like, Bodhisattva? Bodhisattva? It doesn't sound like it to me. That's not Steely Dan, I know. That's not the stereo selling powerhouse.
That's a terrible impression of me, and yet it still belittles me. So I
it
have
still
to say,
belittles me.
I wrote that. Oh, by the way,
yes,
the house that I'm always talking about, like what's going on there,
not the lit up Halloween house,
not the lit up Halloween house, the house where they're always there, or they were there,
right,
lit beautifully as you'd walk by,
right.
They now they're doing a haunted house thing this fall.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I assumed they were. I just walked into the house. Have you ever been to a haunted house thing? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like the ones they have today where they slaughter a goat.
Yeah.
And they scare you?
I participated in one as a teenager where I was the guy who roared a chainsaw at people as they came around a corner.
So that's how old this concept is? It was from when you were a kid?
It goes back
in the 50s? 40s?
Yeah. I was at Ghost Manor, it was called.
And did you have an actual chainsaw?
I did. It didn't have an actual chain on it, though.
Why is that safer?
Because it doesn't.
Now you have a chain thing going, and it's something could fly off of it.
No, nothing flies off. You just hear the engine go.
Okay, and what would you say when you did it? Nothing?
You don't really, if you've got, you don't really need to say a whole hell of a lot.
Well, I was thinking on the way over here that every holiday, Christmas is still my favorite holiday, but it's never as fun as it was when I was a kid. Thanksgiving's no fun. So here's what I thought we could do, because you're always saying, why don't you come up with more ideas for the podcast?
Yeah.
Why don't we make more classic Christmas movies or Hanukkah movies or Halloween, something as good as Halloween thing with Charlie Brown. That's as simple as that.
Yeah.
And reinvigorate the holiday.
I think you're the man to do it.
Don't you want there to be oh, you don't like holidays.
I don't really. Not a ton, no.
Do you know, like, any themed movies, be it a woman's roller derby or men in prison?
Do I know any movies?
No, do you like watch movies where you go, I'm going to watch that because they're all in prison and I want to be in prison or something?
That's not my full thought chain, probably.
But you could watch a gangster and go, oh, I want to get a gangster movie. Did you ever do that when you were a kid?
Well, yeah, I mean, yes. Yes. I mean, I thought I was Han Solo or something like that.
You thought you were Han Solo as a kid?
No, I mean, I would pretend we'd play.
You did not.
Yes.
You kidding me?
No,
you were.
I would be the $6 Million Man occasionally, and I go when I was doing something in slow motion.
Boy, talk about if I could have been a fly on the wall to see some of those things.
Yeah, you would have been Sasquatch. To my $6 Million
I really won't
Man.
get that one.
That's okay.
$6 Million Man was Lee Majors.
Yes, he was.
And why was he so expensive?
Of him. Because he had very pricey parts.
He was
no health insurance.
Like he was an android. Was that his thing, or
no, he
a
was
robot?
Partially cyborg, I guess, cybernetic.
Boy, they really thought things out in those days.
Bionic is really what he was.
But he wasn't the Bionic Man.
He was the Bionic Man.
You're trying to tell me
the
$6 Million Man is also
the Bionic Man.
Oh my God! Like bionic, it means he's indestructible.
No, it means he has mechanical parts.
Does that really mean that?
Yeah.
So if I could meet someone in real life who had that.
More and more, yes.
Like if you met somebody and they had an arm put on, you would say, "Hey, like the Bionic Man." Is that what you would say?
Yeah, and then they'd probably go, except it doesn't go.
Folks, a lot of people say that you can't get humor out of any topic, and I think I just proved that nothing is beneath me.
It's true. Nothing is
true.
beneath you.
Now, the World Series is starting tomorrow. It doesn't matter that when this goes on, it'll be over. Are you rooting? Do you care, or what's your deal?
Yeah, I'll take the Dodgers over the Astros for sure.
I love the. I don't love the Dodgers like I love the Mets.
Yeah,
but I do feel that I do like them.
Yeah, I'm 25 years in. They're my home team as much as the Twins.
As much as you,
I would probably root for the Twins over the Dodgers if that was the World Series. But other than that,
has that happened?
In 1965, yes.
And who won?
Dodgers in 7 games. That's the World Series that Sandy Koufax sat out a game because of Yom Kippur.
Look, Sandy, where you going? I'm pitching today. Oi, Sandy, you can't pitch on Rosh Hashanah.
No fastball. It should just be fast.
Fast. Wait till sundown. Have you seen the Koufax story? That's part in there.
That's really
Sandy.
Good. Starring Fiverr Finkel as Sandy Koufax.
And I understand that his rabbi tried to convince him to play.
I don't think that's true.
Sandy goes, "Hey, Sandy, don't be a schmuck.
Sandy,
don't be a schmuck.
Don't be
Sandy.
a schmuck. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity."
Do you see the Jews historically doing well? Go with your opportunity.
I've got a voucher from God. You're good.
I can't do a Jewish voice all of a sudden.
No, you're good.
Well, from hearing that, I think I can't not do a Jewish voice.
That's my thinking.
Did you go? Now, a lot of times you'll go out when you go to Minneapolis, you'll go out dancing a lot. Did you do a lot of dance clubs?
I didn't do a lot of dance clubs this time. No.
Did you do? Did you dance this mess around? You know what that is?
The song "Mess Around"?
Oh, it's the B-52 song.
Oh, okay.
Dance this mess around is like one of the greatest songs of all
There's
time.
also a "Do the Mess Around" is another.
I don't know that one.
More of a late 50s kind of.
Whoa. But dance this mess around. They say,
"It's time to dance and it's a going around."
around and round. But at one point he goes, they do all 16 dances. He goes, they do the hypocrite.
That's a Kindler right there.
That would be,
huh?
I should have written that song.
Yes.
Why was I not, except for talent and drive, why didn't I make it, why was I not a rock
His name
star?
is Talentless.
What is it?
Talentless.
I should listen to you more.
You really
That was
should.
good.
It would be a harvest time if you went back and listened to some of these shows.
Have I already done on the show? And I toured as Andy Social.
Yes, you've done all the Andys.
Andy Depressant.
Yes.
And what's the one that's Andy? He had me almost all the way through. Oh, deconstructed. Andy. Can't remember.
Yeah.
What's something that doesn't have a denouement?
Anticlimactic.
That's it. How do you see? This is the genius. I told you were a genius many years ago.
Yeah. And never since. And it's
Never
time
since.
again. It's time
That's
again.
the thing. We could do one like a Jeopardy, whatever those things are where you give yourself as a clue.
Yeah.
Because I could give you bad clues.
Right.
And you would still figure it out.
Right. We could be a great charades team.
What is your opinion about board games? Let's say, do you and your wife on the weekends?
Board games make me bored.
Wow. That's an odd take you have on that. Do you and the wife on the weekends, do you go to a club? Do you play bridge? Do you play mahjong? Do you play Stratego? Do you play Truth and or Dare? What do you do?
We do not play games.
What if you go to a lot of Hollywood parties, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much what we spend our time doing. Yeah.
And when you go to these Hollywood parties, they're always doing board games, right?
And blow, yeah.
Blow, board games, and they take out a twister,
Right.
but they don't use it for the game.
No, it's weird.
They say right hand up vagina.
Wow.
I love it. I'm so dirty on our show. Dirty.
You
know what?
I've got nothing. Go vagina.
Put your left hand per puppet. Oh, man. I played Twister, and I never felt sexual from it. Maybe I shouldn't have played it with my mom.
What the? Why?
Do you like bestiality? Do you like incest jokes? Do you like Twister material? You have to listen to Thought Spiral. Oh, we don't care. Oh, we'll go there.
We'll go there.
We'll go there on Thought Spiral. Today, why the liberals... Maybe we should go right wing because everyone's going right wing.
Yeah, you think? You think we have it in us?
I'm just glad we've survived so long.
Yeah, I know. We're about a month past what I had in the pool.
And also, I could not have predicted most of the things that have happened because they're so crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I knew it was going to be bad, but I didn't know that every day would be horrible.
Right.
Yes, I did. I really did know that.
Did you?
Yeah. But you know what? A lot of people are writing into me. They're saying the only thing that's keeping them alive is listening to Thought Spiral. Many people feel it's like reminds them of World War II. How,
it's like the people singing in the underground in London, kind of.
Yeah, on the right line. And also, you know how FDR would do the fireside chats?
Right.
People see what we're doing as a fireside chat, but not as funny.
We're going, everything's on fire.
That was Charles Nelson Raleigh for a second.
Yes, that was
I wonder what he was like as a baby. He must have been like.
I did the baby one night last week during the show.
You can't do it separate from me. That's ridiculous.
I just asked for. I just told people I can do any impression of any. Who's your favorite celebrity? And then it was Christopher Walken, and I did a long preamble, and then it was okay, Christopher Walken as a baby.
And did the crowd shake their fist at you, having been fooled again?
No, they rejoiced and recoiled simultaneously.
Did you, Josh, on your second show, either Friday or Saturday, pull an Andy Kindler?
In what way? Make people leave the theater?
No, that too.
Okay.
I will always I have OCD so bad that I will make myself repeat a joke from the early show.
I had my set fairly locked in this week because
So you would have remembered.
I was trying to work this week and get stuff done, and
Did you waste any time at all this week?
I wasted very little time. I have to say.
you serious?
I mean, MyPillow Guy probably went a little long, and I milked. I do a bitter out of work tiger
How's that
character.
Go? How's that go?
Well, you need context for it, but
Let's go to a very special zoo like that.
No, I just talk about people keeping wild animals and how there's around L.A. They do have people who keep lions and tigers because they used to be in show business. If you needed a lion or tiger, you actually had to hire one, but now they're all computerized computer generated. So now we just have a bunch of bitter, out of work lions of tigers going, fucking Life of Pi. Pfft, that's not a tiger. That's like a fucking wax figurine. I'm a tiger.
You sound like the guy. You sound like Mario Cantone.
That's what a bitter tiger sounds like to me.
Oh, I like that. That will go very well in my act.
So I milked that occasionally, longer than it probably was efficient.
Well, I don't think launching into the MyPillow Guy is anything. The thing is, that is always gold to me, to reference him or to bring up.
I even built him in as a callback later, right here in my home state of Minnesota.
I mean, I can't believe that it sells. And I can't believe that he made them. And I can't
believe it's machine washable.
Washable. With I would like to get him on a William F. Buckley firing line type show.
Yeah.
And really go to town. So
you're going to do William F. Buckley here?
I never could do him, but who was the guy who could do him was the guy who also did Nixon. David Fry maybe did both.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with two old Jews talk about show business. And then I'll never forget when Sullivan went off the air. Have you lost a dog?
Yes, I have.
Because I'm not a miracle worker. I can't engage with you while you're looking to the left and to the right. What happened to your dog?
I don't know. Everything's fine.
Maybe we should call them in.
No, everything's good.
Why are you?
I was worried because she was looking out the door as if she needed to go outside, and then.
Oh, because you know what I'm going to do just because of that? I'm going to suck on a mint.
All right, well.
I still convince myself that sucking on a mint
is a good thing to do
when
you're right up against the microphone. Yeah, it's a fantastic thing for all the listeners. Yeah.
How can you tell?
By the lip smacking and the thing in your mouth.
Also, I need someone, and I don't want to get disgusting about it, but someone needs to write in why, as you get older, and not Josh isn't old yet, but as you get into the senior years, what's with the dryness in the mouth and various things forming on the corners of the mouth? It's not right.
No.
And I know some of it from Aparna Nancherla. I love her. Aparna Nancherla. Great comic. Very funny comic. And I'm probably mispronouncing her name because I'm paranoid about getting her name wrong. Right, John?
Right. Arnie.
She does a material about how dry your mouth is from taking antidepressants. And I have noticed that the Prozac, I'm not selling Prozac, but I would.
Right.
So this is like a demo. But it does make my mouth dry. Also, going on stage makes my mouth dry.
I don't know. How do you sell Prozac? You could go door to door. You could show up really depressed and go, I'm selling Prozac. Pop it in your mouth and go, I'll be back in a week.
I think it'd be more like TV commercials. Hi, I'm Andy Kindler.
Yeah.
You may know me as that guy who never made you laugh.
You know me as the guy who yelled at you for not laughing as hard as I thought you should.
Hi, I'm Andy Kindler. Perhaps you know me from arguing with me on Twitter about the existence of God. Have you thought about a Prozac? Oh, it's mighty good. The more you take it up to and including the limit.
Right.
And go with the generic seems to work fine. So if you just go say, Andy sent me for 40 milligrams of fluoxetine twice a day.
That'll flex it.
I'm going to have a contest thing, like a documentary, where I'm going to take, and I hope you will be involved with it with me.
Yeah.
I'm going to take every single thing that's advertised on TV during the news, every single one. So, name me one.
Taltz.
Abilify I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
I want to be on every single one, and I want to...
You'll see it pop up in a class action suit soon.
Yeah, this is... I hate when it's the thing is, hi, have you taken the exact drug that you're now currently taking? Are you an idiot?
Read the thing in your hand.
Hey, I have 2 suggestions for you. Stop or continue until you get a condition, and then contact us here at Ambulance. Here at Ambulance Chases. Hey, do you think something happened in the world affected you negatively? Come to Ambulance Chases.
Have you seen that Celino and Barnes broke up somehow?
Don't even tell me. First of all, I heard that it
used to be 800-888-8888. Now it's 800-888. Or no, it's 808 million now.
What happened?
Just Celino or
did
just
Celino
Barnes.
leave or did Barnes leave?
I don't know. It's just one of the above now.
Oh, my God. First of all, I sued them once because I called them up and I don't know what they do again. Injury attorneys?
Injury attorneys.
And neither one of them was Celino or Barnes. I called up the law firm of Celino and Barnes. I says, Mr. Celino here? He said, no, he's at the lunch. I says, Mr. Barnes there? He said, speaking.
I got ran into in a car accident, and then I got arrested for a DUI, and only had one phone call, and I was so drunk I called Empire Carpet.
Is that like a joke, older joke, the way you deliver it?
Yeah, I repurposed it.
I
for
love
this.
that joke. I call 1-888-26000 Empire. First of all,
588-2300
Empire. Also, I don't think the plumber whose whole thing is, and maybe it's just L.A., oh, we're showered and shaved.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, it's called nice-smelling plumber. You don't listen to anything.
No.
It's like, no, come on, call nice-smelling plumbers because most people show up with a ratchet up their puppet.
We had a major water heater thing happen again while I was gone.
This is my big homeowner fear, and it's happened to you.
Yeah, it's happened
Second time.
Second time, different things, but yeah.
Did it involve getting water on things?
There was water in the garage. Yeah, that's where the water
What
is.
happened?
But
To the best of your knowledge,
I wasn't here. I was out of town.
To the best of your knowledge, to the best of Allison's knowledge,
it appears that the pressure regulator blew out, which somehow blew out both the pressure regulator and the water heater.
Is there a pressure regulator? That sounds like a Star Trek thing.
Yeah.
Hey, check the pressure.
There's pressure.
I'm giving her all I can with the pressure regulator, Captain.
You want to take another swing at that?
Oh, Captain, I'm giving her all I can. I'm giving her all I can. I used to do this joke. Jim, I'm a profession, not an opposite profession.
Okay, that's better than your Scotty.
Sulu. Do you believe? I just don't believe there was a Sulu in space. Everything else
Why
I
don't
believe.
you believe that? Why do you have that little racism blind spot?
I just don't think Asian people can operate a fake TV console. What did Sulu do? Did he take him up to Mach 9?
When it called for it.
Was there anything
Never on his own. He never just went rogue and took it to Mach 9.
Well, now Bones, as I call him Bones.
Sure.
Did he
Why
ever?
wouldn't you?
Did he ever? But that's his name. Yeah. Did he ever indicate anything beyond waving his device near someone of how it worked?
No, why would he?
Because he goes, it's like a Geiger counter. Oh, there's no uranium on these people? Folks, I will be doing a whole set of my new Star Trek jokes. Every weekend I take another old saw. Last week was Gilligan's Island.
Right.
Well, I did my hilarious how much luggage did they take on
all
the
your
boom.
50th anniversary bits.
Oh, those that's right.
Yeah.
50 years ago today was Gilligan's Island?
I think it was still around.
Now, have you watched Riverdale, and can you recommend it to me?
I can recommend that you watch Riverdale.
Have you seen it?
No, God, why would I?
What the pitch is that it's Archie, but like they're Peyton Place or something, or what's going on?
Yeah, it's Dark Archie. It's Darchie.
But they're not goofy. I look at a picture of these kids. Yeah. They're like all sitting around cool.
Right.
Archie is goofy. He's got freckles. It's like you want your Veronica and Betty to be attractive, and you want Archie to be goofy.
Right.
And Jughead, what is it? It's like a hot-looking Jughead? Is that what you're telling me?
I call him Relevant Head.
I'm telling you, is there a market in us writing jokes about the new Riverdale?
So far, it hasn't panned out.
Talking Riverdale. Why don't we just do a whole bunch of those Chris, what's his name?
Who?
Hartwick type shows. Talking Dead. Talking
Hardwick.
Talking Monday Night. Why not a show called Talking Monday Night Football? And while the game's on, you're talking about it.
Well, that's Monday Night Football.
Oh, okay. But you could have it on a different track.
Oh, okay.
Now, this podcast has been taking off. We were just voted top podcast on Stitcher by no.
Damn, I thought something was good. I thought something good happened to us.
You know what that is good is all the calls I get from people in tears, wondering when am I going to stop doing comedy. You know what's somewhat
You sure they're
funny?
not saying when did you stop doing comedy?
Ouch. You know what's kind of funny is how hard I try, and even if it's bad,
Yeah.
it's kind of funny.
Your 70% commitment is really a credit to us all.
I used to make fun of Zach Galifianakis, hashtag drop name,
Yeah.
because his whole thing, I would say, you never commit totally. 'Cause I think he's hilarious.
Yeah.
But he never really, so I had a joke, you know, these like Zach types you see like in commercials, they base that on Zach, you know?
Yeah.
The difference between them and Zach is that they're more committed to the character. Get it? I'm working on a roast for Zach Galifianakis, and also I'm working on a roast about name dropping.
Okay.
I mentioned it to who played Ben Casey.
Who did play Ben Casey?
I don't know who played Dr. Kildare.
That was Richard Chamberlain, wasn't it?
Oh, why do I know that some of these people could have been gay now, and why do I need to know that?
I don't know.
Did you never heard Richard Chamberlain might be gay? And I'm not making a point. I'm not doing not that there's anything wrong with it.
Right.
But why do I know that all of a sudden? Someone write to me.
The other ladies at the salon were talking about it one day.
Did you did watch Marcus Welby when it was out, right?
No. It was before my time when I would watch a medical drama.
I loved St. Elsewhere, and then I didn't love it anymore. But I did love it when it first came out.
Yeah, it was good. It had its day.
So let me see what else. What else is in the news? Has anything exciting happened? Anything? Are you? How are you? Oh, we're both. People tune into our podcast because they both know we could die at any minute.
Right.
So I have found, very excited, people were writing to me, I have found a new calcium channel blocker that I'm just over the moon about.
Really?
Over the moon.
Yeah.
Because they've been monkeying around with my blood pressure.
Right.
And I'm talking about actual monkeys. I don't know who they work with.
Right.
I so wish I could sell this as comedy. And so they took me off one, and then they took me off, and then my blood pressure started shooting up.
Okay.
And I figured, you know what? Let's go back on the. Let's rethink it. But now my blood pressure is amazing. I'm on millions of drugs.
Yeah. Is it under control now?
Yeah, I have a calcium channel blocker,
Okay.
which you told me about.
Right. Sure.
And I have two other things I always forget: ACE inhibitor.
Okay.
And I don't even think of myself as that inhibited.
I don't think of you as an ace.
Oh my God! This sounds like the warm up, the outtakes from the Pun Show.
Welcome to the Banter Brothers.
Hey, the Banter Brothers.
We're here to banter for you for an hour 10.
It's always there's a double entendre. I
come for the single entendres. Wanna fuck, if you know what I mean?
can't believe that's the bluest I've ever heard you go. And like a Jew, you said it.
Yes. I'm a blue Jew.
You do more voices than me, though, I think, right? You can do an old man, right?
I could.
Me.
I mean, I'm doing it right now.
I'm a very old man. Oh.
What kind of old man?
I've been
Jew,
around.
Old Indian?
I'm an old Jewish man. No, that doesn't sound like Jewish man.
And before the white man came.
See, you have a good ear. I just realized what's holding me back from impressions.
What is holding you
songwriting.
back, young man?
I have a bad ear.
Yeah.
You know how they...
Don't hit my sore ear again, Mr. Gower.
Who?
Mr. Gower?
Is that Sunset and Gower?
It's a Wonderful Life. Once again.
There's no Mr. Gower in there.
Mr. Gower! Mr. Gower, it's me, George. I don't know you.
Now, which one was it? Was he a
Mr.
bartender?
Gower was the pharmacist who almost killed the person.
Oh, you old... When he saves that pharmacist from...
Don't hit my sore ear again, Mr. Gower. I know you're all upset about your son and all.
Now, don't go see these Fritz Capra movies if you don't like subtlety.
Frank Capra.
What?
Frank.
Who's Fritz Capra? He wrote the Tao of Physics.
He's Frank Capra's very bitter brother.
Don't go to
It's
this.
a terrific life. I thought it was a fantastic movie.
Don't go to this Frank Zappa's movies and expect things to be subtle.
No. And scene.
Why are we all of a sudden out? That's not enough time.
That's not enough time.
So what did you? Why did you?
I'm just. That was just closing the book on that chapter.
I like
and
that.
Moving on to the next.
Now, has anything have we got any threatening letters?
No, we got one person really mad at us for Bernie bashing, which I forwarded to you. But other than that,
Oh, I can't wait to read that. And what was his point?
his point mostly seemed to be that. Well, the point that I got rubbed wrong with is that
I told you
we should somehow be behind him because he's Jewish.
that is a terrible argument.
It's a terrible argument. So
Hey, if you want me not to like somebody, tell me that they're the same religion that I am.
yeah, he was all bitchy at us. So.
Well, first of all, I don't even see Bernie Sanders as Jewish. He always makes it like he's a. I think he's an atheist. Can you imagine? Did he ever make one statement where you went, "And God bless us all," and may the
Like Tiny
Spirit.
Tim.
Even when the bird landed next to him, he couldn't make a meal out of it.
That's true. Have you been watching? Speaking of Bernie Sanders, you've been watching Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Okay, I want to tell you this right now. I am ready to sacrifice
Your
my entire
friendships?
career.
Okay.
Or friendships.
Okay.
Well, I love Richard Lewis. I could watch Richard Lewis do anything.
Except,
No, I like him even. Okay. But this year of Curb Your Enthusiasm
unfucking
is
bearable,
horrible.
unbearable.
It is unbelievable. It's like I used to have Larry David's a genius. I loved Seinfeld. I was always too hard on Curb
Right.
in the early years. I was too nitpicky. So I actually look forward to this when I hear bum, 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 shmickety-beep-a-doo, ba-da-ba-doo. I go, oh, I can't wait. He doesn't want that now. He wants nothing like little activities he's doing that are funny.
Right. Yeah, no, it's all just completely false behavior from
Oh, yeah.
everybody.
You didn't open that door for me.
involved.
You didn't keep the door open for me.
Oh, my God.
Is there any chance that our interaction will come up later in the episode?
There's every chance.
I do love JB Smoove. I can watch him everywhere.
Even again, I like him everywhere except for here now.
They have to give him. What are they doing? Is he now? Cheryl came back, or she didn't come back? Or?
She's in the show still.
Yeah.
She's dating Ted
I was
Danson.
very disappointed because even when I didn't love the show, I always watched the show.
Right.
What was your take on it?
I officially have flopped over to Hate Watch now.
Inexcusable is that he's still doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Aren't you impressed? I thought that was a pretty good
That was as
impression.
good as it gets with you.
For
yeah.
me?
Yes, absolutely.
That was like me doing
Yeah. That was
me
an
doing-
actual characterization. No, now it's
Oh, don't
getting
do it,
bad.
don't
yeah,
ruin it.
It's, you're rubbing the edges
And
off.
now, do you think there's no way to know why it's terrible now, right? He's just tired of it, but he brought it back. He brought it back after years.
There just seems to be zero care put into making it. It's just like it's total first thought theater.
Yeah, I see him as somebody that you probably can't give a note to on anything.
I'm guessing. And I don't think anyone's trying.
And I don't see him as somebody who says to the editor, do some, whatever you like.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't think for a second he gives a shit what we think, but
No, he does. Well, actually, I've spent a lot of my career. I mean, and I put quotes around it. I've spent a lot of my career trying to undo the damage of hating people for no reason.
right.
So I have actually had gone through. I said enough already, and this is what I said to me before I watched the season. So
Yeah.
I have no desire anymore to criticize Larry David because I love Seinfeld. And there's funny things in Curb Your Enthusiasm. I'm looking forward to it. So do you think he went? I mean, he was going out of his way.
It's so self-congratulatory. That's what bugs me about it. Is it's all self-referential, and it's every single thing comes along with this giant wink.
Right.
There's just
Yeah.
And I understand that the point is not to make him a sympathetic character. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that it's just also
Here's what I want. If you could do this,
it's also predictable.
it's also predictable. This way that they're shooting, you just can automatically tell that they're in improv. There's no doubt about it.
Right.
Well, what's the matter, Larry? What do you mean, what's the matter?
Right.
Well, you don't look like you're happy. I don't look like I'm happy.
Right.
I don't look like I'm happy. Fucking Huzu.
Right.
Funkin'. So it's like that's what I wanted the show to be, which I still think it could be, is him kibitzing in the deli with Richard Lewis and other, like a Broadway Danny Rose type thing. That's what I want to see.
Right.
On the other hand, the new Will and Grace. Thank you, God.
Thank you.
I haven't seen it, but wouldn't it be funny if that someone ended that discussion with, now the new Will and Grace? Yeah, I get that.
Right. Given.
I can't even watch you told me you watch the Goldbergs all day and night, and you can't get enough of the Goldbergs. I can't watch it. Can't watch it.
No. Well, you're missing out, friend.
I'm really starting to get tired of narration in general.
Are you? That's what I thought at the time. But now looking back, I kind of like narration.
The other thing that's bad about narration is it gives the suits another way of being heavy-handed.
Andy thought he knew everything, but when it came down to it, Andy was just fine with narration.
Turns out life's not so bad after all. Turns out maybe it's not that funny, but it's not that bad. Turns out.
Maybe all Andy needed was a trip to the pharmacy.
The guy who works at my postal center,
Yeah.
who I love him, he's hilarious. He tells me every day when I come in that my blue pills are in. Every day, the blue pills are in.
Yeah.
He does,
and he's funny, too?
He's very funny. Well, because he's my favorite kind of funny person, because he'll just say, shut up to me. Shut up.
Really?
Yeah.
That's your favorite kind of person?
Well, once you
If
know
I knew
them.
that was the key to the kingdom, I would have been there so many times by now.
I like when people are like ballsy, or they're like, so like Susan has a relative who said, first time I met her, I started talking, she goes, who cares what you think? And it was hilarious.
Yeah.
I like that kind of thing where they're.
But you can't go to that well that often. And have
No,
it
they
still be
don't. They don't.
hilarious.
The experts don't do it.
Right.
But I do like, and that's the way Jaime is. He will go off on me if I give him any kind of, if I say, hey, Jaime, where's my, have you been taking my checks? Yes, I've been canceling them. Yes, I've been cashing them. And then he'll say I'm very old. He loves to say how old I am.
Yeah. How old is he?
Way younger than me.
Yeah.
Makes you look, makes us look, makes Philo T fun, makes it. I don't want to say it was old, but it came with its own fossil. Right? 3. I don't want to say the guy was old jokes right now. I don't want to say the guy was old.
But when I read his driver's license, it said horse.
I don't want to say the guy is old, but by the time I met him, he had expired. All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I pressured us.
Yeah, that was a little bit. You pretty much put us on the limb and then sawed it off.
You were the first person to say don't go there, right? Wasn't that you?
I think it was, but I literally meant it in a physical way.
Yeah, you lost 3. Remember that time you lost?
I just
3 friends on that mountain hike.
I just came from the mountain and I lost 3 friends. So please don't go there.
And then, I don't get it.
No, really, don't go there.
What are you saying? Boom, boom. A very sad Brady Bunch. Now, as always, we want you to write to us at Thought Spiral, and if you could answer, and a lot of times I want people to say why the show would fall apart without me. So anything along those lines, or something like Josh should be happy to have you, that kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, please send me that advice at thoughtspiralshow@gmail.com. Also, please rate and review us on iTunes.
Only if it's positive.
Yeah, that would be highly preferred, at least.
Yeah, actually, I'm changing now with criticism and everything.
Are you?
Yeah, you don't see me on. This is what I always say in between Twitter feuds.
Right.
Yeah, I got it now, baby. I got it now. Cut to 3 days from now.
Right.
Shove Trump up your ass.
Right. You're a bigot.
You're a bigot. Hey, you got me good with that one.
Just the fact that you remembered it makes me think it's stuck.
I love it so much. We should come up with our favorite feud. Maybe we'll do that at the holidays.
That can be our
feuds.
best of show. We'll have at some point we're going to have to take a week off and put on a best of show.
That's right. I still can't believe that some of these people do it every day. It's craziness.
Yeah, but that's called radio.
Oh. Ours is
that's
special.
a job.
Ours is something you look forward to every week,
Exactly. It's a special
like
thing.
trimming your nails.
It's a special thing, not the trademarked kind.
The trademark kind from a special thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not that special.
We are.
Are we?
Oh, Susan told me to
Yes.
tell you that she loves the way the logo looks.
Oh, good.
You know, 'cause that's,
She's just getting to that now in month,
No,
in
but-
month 6.
no, Susan says she has listened to it. She says not only she listened to an episode, but she told me she listened to an episode.
Oh, wow.
I have no memory of it.
That's excellent.
But I showed her this thing called Overcast, which I kind of like. I'm not promoting them, but they're like it's one of the best
Podcast
aggregators.
purveyor, yes.
Yeah, so we're seeing Thought Spiral lined up under her favorite show, Richard Spencer Hour. She listens to that.
Yeah.
She listens to Ann Coulter on food. She listens to who could you listen to that would not be appropriate?
Bill O'Reilly dating tips.
Bill O'Reilly dating tips. Man, I'm really starting to think that there's something wrong over there with that Fox News.
There might be. There might be.
Do you think my underselling guy works?
It might. It might.
We could never be a comedy. We could have been. We are a comedy
I
duo.
kind of think that's where we're
Right,
headed.
but
at
I
least.
couldn't have taken
I
the
mean,
pressure of
At
going
least
on.
when I do the best of show, will be a comedy duo.
Right, but I don't want to go like. Aren't you glad we didn't go on the road together
Oh yeah.
and share
I
a
went out
bed?
for that 3 days with you several weeks ago, and that was
No,
that
but we
was
were in the
funny.
same hotel room like you insisted.
No,
I insisted. Why is it always hilarious for me to imply that another man is sleeping with me?
I don't agree with the premise.
What's that?
That it's hilarious when you say that.
Why would you argue with the? Isn't it? Maybe I'll make this argument. It's subject. How much do you hate the? It's subjective. If it's funny, it's funny. Argument.
It's hard for me to say how much. It's subjective how much I hate that.
I can't believe that's a
It's
joke.
not for me to say.
That's a joke that you went for. Very similar
Well,
to.
okay, yeah, thanks. It was such a great setup. I'm sorry. I had a million ways to go with it, and I went the wrong road.
You know what? I'm sorry that after 4 hours, I get tired of serving you up softballs every minute just to see you gutter ball it. I like to mix my metaphors.
That was good, yeah.
Mixed metaphors are the greatest.
They are.
I will never go bowling again, I decided,
No?
because I just think I can see past the first game,
Yeah.
and my arm starts to get sore.
Is that it?
I would if it was in my house.
Would you?
No.
But would you put it in your house?
Would you go bowling again?
I would go bowling again. I don't have a hard rule, but I'm not seeking out bowling opportunities.
But wouldn't you want to be like, okay if we're taking acid, or okay if we're on ecstasy?
No. No, I never seek out crowded places on heavy drugs.
Okay, I like bowling more than I like pool.
I like pool much better.
Maybe you're a real man, and I'm just not.
I like pool a lot, actually.
Are you? Oh wow!
I used to play when I was on the road. I used to go play pool a lot during the day.
Did you try hustling?
No.
But you were good.
I played for money occasionally with people, but I wasn't hustling them, certainly.
When you play, what's the game you play when you do that?
Mostly 9-ball.
That's not 8-ball.
It's not 8-ball.
What's the difference between 8-ball and 9-ball?
8-ball is stripes and solids.
And if the 8-ball goes into the hole, you lose, right?
Yeah.
Right. 9-ball.
Or, depending on the rules you're playing, some people play
Yeah.
differently. But 9-ball, you hit them in sequence, 1 through 9, and any combination.
Oh, that's how you have to.
The 9-ball wins the game. So if I hit the 1 into the 9 and the 9 goes in, I've won that rack.
You mean if you hit the 9 immediately, it's over?
If you sink the 9, yeah.
Then why is anybody? Why don't they just everyone sink the 9?
Because you have to hit them in sequence. You have to always hit the lowest ball first.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting with your 1.
Correct.
I'm the guy who can't get the simple.
Watch The Color of Money. That'll explain.
I did.
That's all 9.
I saw that movie. I enjoyed that movie, and I also loved the original. Well, there only was one. Well, that's that's the sequel to Hustler, isn't it?
Correct.
I love The Hustler, and I very much enjoyed The Color of Money, but I can't remember one scene. I know Tom Cruise is in it, and Dustin Hoffman's like definitely 9-ball,
No.
definitely a 9-ball. No,
That's The Color of Rain Man.
this is a great bit though. Me getting things slightly wrong.
It is. It's always a classic.
When I leave after the podcast, sometimes do you ever go, "Oh my God, I can't take one more second of his voice"? Be honest. You can be honest with me.
It's usually before you leave.
Would you say that I I am more annoying than most people, less annoying, or it doesn't really matter. It's excruciating on every level.
I would say you're the most annoying person I like.
I'll take that. That's a Josh. Also, we're having our catchphrase contest.
Oh, good.
Yeah, if you have a catchphrase for Thought Spiral, please. We are one catchphrase away from being Larry the Cable Guy. And when I say that, I mean not working that much. No, he works a lot.
Rack 'em up.
Rag him up. Rag him up. Things like that.
Play pool fast, Eddie. I am playing pool, fat man, and when I'm done, it's your turn.
Do you think people will never want to hear a play or a radio thing after tonight?
I think they were probably done before tonight.
And Mr. Whiteside. Mr. Whiteside.
Yes, come in, Mr. Kindler.
Why is it always in these radio things so exciting to go into rooms? Because that takes up time? Oh, hold on. Someone's at the door.
Come in.
That's how simple life was back in the old days.
It was. You just went in and out of rooms.
When was the first time someone took a picture of somebody? Was Abe Lincoln the first photograph?
No.
But he was close to the first time people were photographed.
He was closer to the first time someone was photographed than now. How about that?
It's so exciting
Like
to me.
1840s probably
Yeah,
was the first.
and it's so exciting to me that I know so little about things, but want to know more, but don't want to put the work in.
Yeah, it's an internet age sort of attitude.
I want everything done yesterday.
And it was for you.
Now, how are your Allens? I'm going to go to a sleep study.
Are you?
Yes.
Really? Are you apneiatic, do you think?
No, we're not apneiatic. Susan says definitely not.
Yeah.
But I am like not getting a lot of sleep, or I'm like a little flailing around.
Yeah. Okay, good. When's that?
You're supposed to show more concern for it. Oh,
No, I'm
idea.
happy that you're addressing
No,
it.
in a couple of weeks. I'm getting everything checked.
Good.
I got my undercoating checked.
Good. And how is it? Rusty?
Why would you think I would have 2 comments on that joke?
I'm getting a filling tomorrow.
You getting a filling?
A little drilling and filling going on
Is
tomorrow.
filling? Oh, and for those of you who aren't everyday listeners and who would be, he means that he's not. Josh claims he's the only person who never gets Novocaine.
No, I never claim that by any stretch of the imagination.
I just realized something. I have it's pure joy when I annoy you. That's a problem. That's going to be a problem
Really?
down the line.
Yeah. So it's like a 2-hour orgasm
Yeah,
every
because
week?
I always like locking you into personas that you dread being locked into.
I've noticed that about you. And I don't know why I put up with it,
Well,
frankly.
because I was never big enough to pick on somebody. Maybe I'm picking on people now.
You're trying, you know.
Yeah.
I don't understand the desire to,
Oh, it's just to make myself feel better.
yeah.
If you feel less than, I feel more than.
Okay, well then, you can't ever win.
Why are you doing? You're doing a lot of itching on your midsection tonight. Don't say anything.
It's an allergic reaction to you.
What is it really? Because I'm a very good diagnostician. You're going like this. You're going like ooh 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 ooh.
Yeah.
What's going on? Do you have lice?
Yes, I do. It's a pre-punch thing.
I can't imagine you. That would be maybe the last show if you came across the table.
I
and
bet it
punched
wouldn't
me.
be.
You don't think so?
No.
Well, how would I? Wouldn't I be afraid to be around you after that?
I don't think so. He wouldn't remember a thing.
What if we did a fake fight like Jerry Lawler and Andy Kaufman?
I like it.
Don't do it now. Wait till another show.
All right, damn it. I was going to close on that.
Well, folks, I thought I was very funny tonight. Now, Josh is going to want to go on. We normally go 4 or 5 hours now
Right.
to get a 30-minute show.
Yeah. That seems to be the magic ratio.
I was on fire tonight. That's all I'm saying.
You were. And now I'm going to throw water on you.
Okay. Oh, for real?
No.
Why does the Wicked Witch melt? Do you know why? Is that because if I'd known that earlier, I would have tried that earlier with her.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to have another level of skin peel off your lips every hour?
I don't know, but watching you rub it off with your hands makes me remember, don't shake his hand when he leaves.
Hey, did you end the show with us going out the door?
I did, yeah.
And was it like exciting?
I think it was a winner, yeah.
So anyway, folks.
Oh, that's a big pop right there.
What's that?
Nothing.
You have become a sound maven now.
Yeah.
I
So I
wanna-
hear.
Now, we don't have to talk about it this week, but I want to get those Bluetooth speakers and stuff like that. I want to be able. Do you have anything like that?
Bluetooth speakers?
Yeah, so you can have music everywhere around the house.
Yeah, I've got Alexa.
I don't want a thing to say, Alexa, is my dry cleaning done? Alexa?
Stop.
See, you're scared of your woman machine. That's not right.
No, it's not.
And does she ever say to you, I don't know, Hal? Is that the movie? Hal?
Hal's the computer.
Oh.
I can't do it, Dave.
Dave's not here.
I'm ending the show now, Dave.
Dave's not here, man.
I'm ending the show now, Dave.
I told you, man. Do you see what we did? This will be people will love this.
I'm going to inject you into space now, Dave.
Is that your 2001 voice?
Is that your annoying piece of shit voice?
That's it. That's the end of the show. I should not have to go on after that.